On today's video, we are going to be doing something a bit different, something that I'm not sure that I've shared with you guys on here before, or maybe I've mentioned it, but I've not really talked about it exclusively the one I'm doing today. Before I start, hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. And I know that it's been a while, but I am back, and I am back for good. Although I left unofficially, but I am back. So welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for being an amazing subscriber. And I'm sure that before this video gets uploaded, we are probably in, not probably, we are in 2024. So happy new year. And I know that this day is going to be so amazing for us all. So let's just get started with the video. Obviously I'm sure that we all know what the video is going to be about from the caption of the video, but I'll just say it. Today's video is going to be about how I navigate being a self-taught newbie UI/UX designer. Plus we are going to be recreating a design with me. I don't know how I'm going to merge this video, with this my talking video and the recreation of the stuff, but I'm just going to do it. So that's just it. A little backstory: I picked up I've been designing for a while now, although with Canva. I've been designing for a while, since 2019. Actually, I wanted to delve into graphics design, but along the line, I don't know what happened, but I became very good with Canva, and I've always had a thing with design. I feel like it comes so easy with me. I'm not saying it's an easy skill, but I always have my way around it, and it's always exciting whenever I'm doing design. I've always had it in mind to learn graphics design with the Adobe Illustrator and all of them. To cut the long story short, I've always loved designing. I've always had my eyes on design, graphics design, um, just basic designs and all of those things. And so earlier last year, I decided to delve into UI/UX because it felt so complicated. I'm not even going to lie, but it also felt amazing because I hadn't, up until when I started learning about it, I didn't really know so much about what UI/UX design is all about. I'm not here to come and teach us what UI/UX design is all about. I am not an expert on it yet. So I'm just going to tell you from a personal view how I navigate, or the things I do, the things I don't do in my course of learning UI/UX. So let's get right into it. So the first one is actually what I'll be doing with us today. We are going to be replicating a design I saw on Instagram. I am going to be tagging the owner of the design. Yes. And yeah, so when I decided to go into learning UI/UX design, I didn't really know so much about what it entails or what it entailed, but I was really open to learning, and I knew that I had to start from where I was. So the first thing I did was buying a course on Udemy. And although I had finished the course, when I finished, I was clueless. Although the course actually helped me, with the basics of everything I needed to know about the about what it means to be a UI/UX designer. But I was scared shitless, and I was clueless, and I didn't even know where to begin. Finishing the course, I thought it was going to solve a whole lot of problem, but that was where I felt like this is real. So I was asking a lot of questions like, what do I do next? What was I going to do now? Where do I even start? And a whole lot of that. But I now had an idea of what UI/UX design was all about. So it was now up to me to actually start doing. So in my phase of cluelessness, I stumbled upon a guy's post, a guy's reel on Instagram. His name was Radlonan. Yes, he's a product designer and a very good one at that, because I had to go through his page and everything. So, and I really enjoyed how he made his videos. So I came across a video where he said something about, if you're new be in UI UX, that the best thing for you to do is to just replicate other people's design. That way it gets you, that way you get to master Figma, and you get to master, some things when it comes to designer. And he also mentioned that it's not a must that you have to, because when it comes to product design, there is UI and then there is the US aspect of it. So you could get confused, but from going through his page, I understood, and not just his page alone, in my, like I said, in my phase of cluelessness, I understood that it wasn't a must that I must know everything. I can just start small and progress as time goes on. So he really talked about how redesigning and replicating other people's design will help you master your Figma tool and the basic design skills that you need. And I have been doing that for a while, and this has actually helped me in more ways than one. All the things that I didn't probably learn from the course, but by the course of doing it, I've actually come to know them. So yeah, replicating and redesigning other people's designs that I see on Dribble or Instagram probably has helped me master my use, or I'm still learning how to master my use of Figma too. And it's been an amazing ride, and I'm so grateful that I was able to come across that channel. And currently I joined a challenge posted by the guy Radlonan on Instagram, where if you're part of the challenge, it's like a 70-day UI short design. There are 2 tasks that are involved in it. The first one is to recreate a UI short every day, and the second one is to progress on a full UI design, from the sketching to the mood boarding to the wireframing to the hi-fi designs and all of that. And it's been an amazing ride, because right now I am not as clueless as I used to be, and it's nice that I'm at this point in my skill learning, and it feels really amazing. Yeah, so the first one on how I've been able to navigate being a self-taught newbie designer is recreating UI UX designs, other people's UI UX designs. Before I continue with the second point, let us go to the second part of this video, which is where I'm going to be repeating a design with us. I'm not going to be teaching you guys. Like I said, I'm not an expert, but one of the things I am doing, which I mentioned, is recreating UI shots to help strengthen my Figma skills and my UI design skills. So I'll be back with the second point. So So the second clear is that I was very clear on why I decided to learn this skill, which it's not to answer a thesis when I haven't even mastered this skill yet. I know that UI UX design is a very professional tech skill and it's going to take a whole lot to get there, but I know that when I put in everything I have to put in, when I put in the work, I'm definitely going to get there. So answering a tech sister, or associating myself as a tech person wasn't really the goal for me. The goal was to learn the skill. If that was the case, I am sure I would have gotten tired by now. Not everybody even knows that I'm into it, but I don't know. I just feel like I should put it out there. As a newbie, you should know why you want to learn this, and you need to come correct with why you want to learn a skill. And also, learning a skill does not mean that you're going to, get a job in 1 week or in 2 weeks that is going to pay you 100 million. Because there are a lot of persons that this is why they've decided to learn a skill. Mind you, not everybody is even supposed to be a tech person, but if you're going to be a tech person, if you're going to learn a skill, not just in UI UX design, but in the various tech skills available, like web development, coding, and all of those things, you should be clear on why you want to learn it, and it shouldn't be limited to answering the name, like for example answering a UI UX designer when you've not actually learned the skill, or hoping that you're going to make $1 million in 2 weeks of venturing into the career. So being clear on your goals and being clear on the reasons you're starting out is very important, and is the only thing that is going to keep you going. I've been doing this for close to a year now, and it feels so surreal. It feels every day I feel like I know I'm making progress, but it still feels like I still have a long way to go. And definitely I know I'm going to get there, but I know that I'm not anywhere near close to when I started. Like I said, I was frustrated and clueless even after taking the course on it. But I know that I've really come a long way, considering the fact that I am learning it on my own, which basically everybody does these days when it comes to learning a new skill. So that's just it. So the third one is that I took a step back from feeling overwhelmed with every information I see online regarding UI UX. So this is what I mean. When I started learning UI UX, I you know how your phone picks up on the little informations about you. So I may have browsed about UI UX, and these days when I go on Instagram, like my search is mostly things about designs and product designs and all of those things. So when I started, it was a bit overwhelming for me when I see all these amazing designs from amazing designers, and I will always question myself, how am I going to do this? How am I going to get to this point? I literally forgot that I was starting out and it was normal to feel that way, but I was really feeling very, very overwhelmed. I was always questioning myself. I wasn't really focused on the learning that I'm actually doing, I was always asking myself questions on how I'm going to do this, how I'm going to get from this point to that point, and the word is overwhelming. It was really overwhelming. So I had to take a step back from feeding myself with a whole lot of information from different designers on Instagram, on YouTube. I had to, because I started following a lot of designers on YouTube. I had to subscribe from some, and I left some obviously, but I knew I needed to take it step by step for me not to be so overwhelmed, and for me not to eventually allow fear to take over, the whole thing. So I think taking a step back from too much information about the skill was what I really needed, so I could pay attention to where I was at that moment, which is that I was still new, or that I'm still new. So there are basic things that I need to learn first and do first. So I know I'm going to get there, or that I was going to get there. So I just needed to shut out a whole lot of information so I don't get confused. I had friends that were always sending me um you know documents on UI UX, and it was so over. I was so overwhelming again because it was really really overwhelming. And but I am glad I was able to do that. But I know whatever you're going to be doing when it comes to learning a skill, you just need to take it step by step. Forget about where you're going to be in the future when you learn the skill, and think about the moment, you know, the basic things that you need to know to take you to where you want to be in the skill learning. This one is starting small. I understood that I didn't have to know everything about designing or Figma before I actually start designing. I just knew that I just had to start. You know, too much learning without doing, especially when it comes to a skill like this that involves you practicing and not just the theoretical aspect of it. It's very very important. So although when I first started I was scared that, you know I didn't know what I was going to do next and the whole thing, but I knew I just had to start. And the first design that I replicated, I didn't really know all the basic things that I needed to do, like the gridding and the auto layouting, but I did that design without those things. But then, as time went on, I have started incorporating those things now, which I'm not even perfect yet. But remember that when I started, I didn't really care about them. I knew about them, but I didn't know how to use them. So I did it anyway. It came out great, but that is just the point of the whole thing. I just started doing, and as cliche as it may sound, mastery comes with a whole lot of practice, because for you to get better at something, you have to do and do and do, especially when it comes to a skill like this and any other tech skill. You have to put your hands to work, because for you to know that thing very well, you need to master it, and for you to master it, you need to do as you're learning. Learn and do. So last one but not the least is to surround yourself with people that are doing the same thing that you're doing. If you're learning UI UX design, it's okay to find somebody that is also learning the same thing, or somebody that is already good at it, to mentor you, to encourage you. And if you're not able to find, and you probably know somebody or anybody that is in the tech space that could encourage you, that would be so great too, because trust me, you need all the encouragement, all the push you can get, because there are days when you just be tired and you would not even have the energy or motivation to just carry on. So having people that are in the same space in what you're doing would really go a long way into helping you keep you on the course of your learning and the whole thing. So find people that are in the same space as you, somebody that could mentor you, or if you're unable to find somebody that is in the tech aspect of what you're learning, you could actually find somebody with a natural, somebody that you naturally listen to, somebody that you can probably talk to about the somebody that you can talk to about the skill you're learning, and they can just do one job of pushing you and getting you to be so excited. Come to the end of this video. Thank you for doing this with me, you guys, and for recreating that UI shot with me. I had fun doing it, and I am hoping that you guys would enjoy watching it too. And also, if you're interested in picking up a skill in UI UX design, don't forget to hit me up in the comments, and I would reach out to you and we can pick it up from there. Also, if you enjoy watching this video and you want me to make more videos on this skill that I'm learning, let me know in the comment section too. And also encourage me, you guys. I would really appreciate it, and I would see you guys in my next video. Bye.